get you sailing right now. I got too much on my mind right now. Tell the hero Dale, get my baby 30,000. Ball for me. Ball for me, yeah. Ball for me. Ball for me, yeah. Ball for me. Ball for me. Ball for me, yeah. Hey. Okay. Pocket through midday sumo.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the Washington Redskins and
the 2-1 team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, 77 yards, and a touchdown.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up. Here we go. Boom.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week. It's a pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
No. Check. Patriot.
They run a draw here on second down. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 3rd down, Patterson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Here's Goff now on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw on second down is gone. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's gone. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Marquise Lee, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Throw left side complete. It's Garner. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this team...
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Hassan Reddick with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. And here come the Redskins now. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. It's a gain of 7, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. To throw on second down. Patterson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker.
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at 49. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Holding. Defense.
Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Gall. It's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. Stays on his feet.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Back to throw. Patterson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He can run for it, and he will. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Looking to throw. Patterson eluding the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And they'll go on the ground. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. On 1st down, Patterson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Set! Green!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Patterson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Garner. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Patterson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. To throw on second down, Patterson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down. Off-play action. Patterson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And Butker able to put this one through. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on second down. Patterson. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Throwing on first down, Patterson. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Denzel Perryman in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Cohen. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, but not be deterred by anything else.
Back to throw. Patterson. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. As his guys are in for 6. And the Eagles are back within a score.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Emmanuel Agba in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
Now it's gone. Hey, right on cue, they set up the screen and complete it. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
Oh, it is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor.
No, check, Patriot!
To throw on 2nd down, Patterson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Watch it now, Barney!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Looking to throw. Patterson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Leopard!
And they'll run it here. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Hassan Reddick in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
To throw is gone. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know, if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Now a 1st down throw, gone. Letting one go deep for the ends. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Lets this one rip toward Graham, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles have moved down in front here in the fourth quarter. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for 2, but weren't really sure they should go for 2. Do we, don't we, do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up and kick the extra point.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Point after, up and good. And the lead is now 2. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score. Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. On the right side, this is Miller. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Go. 180.
Goff on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Like 20.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for gone. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw this one start for him, you just wonder if he's got a chance to bring it back at all, and that's exactly what he's done. Love seeing that happen simply because you know a guy has struggled, and now he's found a way to make things better. That's pretty good stuff right there.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they try the right side here. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. Boom, landed.
Off the play fake. Patterson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Here we go. Boom, landed. Boom, landed.
And the play clock becoming an issue, so Mike Zimmer's forced to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Operating from the gun. Patterson. He may try and run for this. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
That one looks like he'll throw here. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And this will remain a 1-score game as the lead holds at 8. Butker now to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So some drama down to the very end of this ball game, Charles, on that final kickoff. They were hoping to break free, some sort of miracle play, but they couldn't do it.
They had a chance, and that was their only opportunity to try and bring it all the way back. As you noted, they weren't able to get that done, but at least they had the shot. What a tremendous game to be this close and this well contested.
So for Philadelphia, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
Yeah. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that obvious. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Y'all is a lazy, my posse deep and I raiding. We act a fool for the paper, had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me, bet on my bacon. Big and flat in the bacon, I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke away longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah. Super fly for the dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence for my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, but the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'ma stab no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, that machine. Ferragamo stove. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matte black, liquor clean. Dead presents in an envelope. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Patience thinner than a pantyhose.
Go here after your parties. I don't do that. In my prison, you do what I tell you to. Get over it. Who's gonna get this?
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
No introduction really necessary. Get the message like a secretary. Boy, I'm legendary. When I'm dead and buried, still be kicking flavor in the cemetery. Trap music originator. Fresh off of my hiatus. Yelling you to all my haters. They skywalk, I'm Darth Vader. Promise I don't give a about them. Let them out 20 red. Tell them you don't need none. Yup, like in the Kango enter. New Cadillac with an all-go hammer. Long as I remember out of Atlanta. I can give a about a dog. Cause I'm used to getting things from a text. So I count setting numbers in the hood. Do what I say do. Tell break bread, a fake dead, a bit to hate that. 50 million, you die to make that middle. You vote for Trump, you see me outside, well, you know what's up. I ain't hearing no peace talk, ain't funny, no hee-haw. Like the Black Panther weak to the teeth, try me weak. Swear to God, I could have been Freddie Gray or Mike Brown getting down with a homie and a half a. Blame me by Sandra Bland. Listen, boy, you're challenging with the running man. I was challenging with a hand. What you see before you, what they told you from nothing, man. Grand hustle over everything. And hit the king like an 18-wheeler in and out of air lane. Never been a part of the in crowd. Got a problem with me, I said, yeah, I got the same friend that I came in with. Ducking all